Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Shreadzilla, or Austin. I wanted to make a video today because I have been working a lot with my band recently, just kind of trying to record our first album, and there's a few things that have kind of been popping up with one of the other guitarists, and that was when he would start his picking, or his alternate picking rather. I'm gonna have to change the camera here, sorry. There we go. You can actually see my right arm. When he would start his picking, he would, instead of using mostly just like his wrist, kind of like I am, he would use his whole elbow, kind of like that. And you can probably hear the difference just in the demonstration there. Like, one is a lot cleaner and tighter than the other one, right? And it's a lot harder to palm mute too when you kind of do that stuff. So this, he kind of like adapted because of an injury that had happened, and that's kind of what he was doing as a compromise. And one of the things that I was showing him to really break that habit was just some alternate picking exercises. And a lot of that, if we're starting here at, let's see here, that's going to be my 7th fret, but I'm T-tuned a whole step, so that should be an A. Or, yeah, should be an A for you guys. 8 strings, hard to count sometimes. Okay, so we're starting on that A note right there, right? And we're doing just like a chromatic pattern, so A sharp, B, C. For you guys, if you're in standard 5, 6, 7, 8. If you're in my tuning, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anyway, so chromatic fingering, that's the important part, right? What we're going to do is we're going to assign with our right hand either a down pick or an up pick to each of those strokes, right? So if we're starting, like most folks do on a downstroke, down, up, down, up, right? But the thing is, when I'm doing that, I gotta move the camera again. I apologize. This is awkward and unprofessional. That's okay. I'm just a guy in sweats making a video about guitar stuff. Okay. So, if you look at my right hand when I'm doing that, right? So, I'm actually just kind of using my fingers. Okay, and that's the idea of the exercise, because it's really hard to use your elbow when you're just using your index and your thumb in your picking hand, right? Okay, and the point of this is not to build speed. It's to build coordination and to really get you to deliberately think about using your index and your thumb, because what's going to happen is, now that you've practiced doing that, I'm a little sloppy, but whatever, once you practice doing that a little bit, right, then that speed will naturally get built up. But then the cool thing that happens is, because you've spent so much time focusing on keeping that wrist nice and tight against the guitar, that when you go to do your tremolo picking now, it's a lot easier to do, right? And a lot cleaner. And I don't even have to palm mute as I'm doing that. I can if I want to add an extra challenge. Right? But that's not required. You can kind of do like the Squishguard exercise. Like that. That's a version of alternate picking. And I mean, Brennan Swall himself even said that he stole that from Paul Gilbert, who probably stole it from someone else. So nothing is original. Don't feel bad about ripping shit off, and have fun. Oh, I cursed. Oh well. And I'm not going to make money off this anyway. So anyway, alternate picking thing. Focus on the fingers. And practice going up and down. So there I started on an upstroke and then downstroke instead of down, up, down. because then that gets awkward real quick. So down, and then I have to, since I'm ending on that upstroke, coming back in for that downstroke, for me is just weird, right? I would rather do like the economy picking thing. Start up on each string, going up the neck, or, well, down tonally, but vertically up. And then I have that downward pick slant when I'm going vertically down the neck, you know. Downstroke, upstroke going up, right? So, you know, and that's not a hard and fast rule. It's just whatever's comfortable for you. And this is just to kind of help that picking hand get a little bit tighter and a little bit cleaner. Anyway, this has been Shredzilla. I hope you enjoyed watching. And as always, stay shredded.